my people. Annebaks is back again, your fashion entrepreneur. How are you doing today? Hope you're good. Hope and the children have resumed. If you're a parent, the children has resumed school this week, and the house is a bit free, a bit light till they come back. How have you been coping? And I thank you for all my subscribers, and thank you for all those that have commented in my videos. I thank you for those that have liked, and I thank you for those that have shared. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Annebaks, my fashion entrepreneur. I talk about everything and anything that can help us as human beings. So today I will be talking to the men in the house, because I know I have some male viewers, talking about cheerleading. Is cheerleading a woman's job? Yes. Is cheerleading of our children, especially of our children, and most especially of our female children, because it's very rare to see a male, a father, rooting for the girl, for the girl child in whatever that they have chosen to do. It's more common, even for the male child also. So let me not segregate. It's easier. It's the easiest thing and the simplest thing to do is for the men to drop money. Those that drop money, they are more of the ATM, and every other process that it takes in rearing a child is left to the woman. Is it supposed to be so? Culturally, it has been what has been obtainable in Africa. But I know whatever country you're watching for, it might not be so. The case might differ, but I'm talking from the African perspective. I'm speaking from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. So from the African perspective. But these days, like, I have a lot of moms, come cheering their children on the social media platform, rooting for their child in whatever business or whatever career that they are doing. You see more of the women getting involved with their children, whatever their children they are doing like the dirty job. If they are into catering, you see them, they also are helping them, assisting them, to serve and to do all those to make the job in order. It's like trying to change the narrative for their own children. And some mothers, you find out that their own mother never did that to them, so they've taken it upon themselves to do such for their own children, so that their children will also pass on such principle to their own children, having a ripple effect. But these days I've seen some men, gentlemen, doing it. So I'm using my platform to encourage other men, to take up some job. No matter, I know you might say you are busy, you are the one bringing in the money. Some women are also bringing in the money right now. Do you know that? So is to take up that, in spite of bringing in the money, dropping the bulk of the money, that we should also be involved in the process of raising those children beyond the money dropping. And what prompted this topic? During the week I stumbled on a video about Tenny Akpata, the popular musician, talking. She was being interviewed. I know they were asked her a question about legacy and her father. I know she started weeping, and her father has been late for so many years, I'm sure more than 20 years ago. And for a father like that to have an effect on a child, in spite that he left inheritance for them, he planned for their future, so that even while he was not there, things were still going on smoothly. It's not as if the mom were not involved in those process of things. It shows how much the father has committed, aside being monetary value, other values that he has contributed into their life. And when they interviewed the sister also, some time back, while she was not there, the sister also said the same thing about the father, and that got to me. So I chose to use my platform to talk about this also, to encourage other men as fathers, parents. But if you're not planning, you're getting married, you're going to have children, to raise children. For men to also be involved in the cheerleading of their children. That even though you bring in the money, and what do I mean by cheerleading? Cheerleading, I'm not going to talk about it from the perspective of dictionary. About cheerleading is like your coaching. You are involved in the coaching of your children, irrespective of whatever they have chosen to do. You are involved in encouraging them in whatever they have chosen to do. You are involved in the nitty-gritty of what. Okay, let me use an example. I have is it no I know someone, not, I won't say she's a friend because she's quite younger than I am, but I know her. There was a day I went to the father's office. The father is in the medical field, and this lady is she started like a bakery. What got to me and got me thinking, then I took on to that, I want to pass on to my children, is she was there to give records of, accounts of what happened during the week in her business. That is to say, how involved the father was in that business. In spite that she's married, she's married, and even though that they set her up in that business, the father, she was coming to give reports. The father was like a mentor. The father was like a coach. The father was like the semi-accountant, seeing how the business, what child will see how much the father is that involved in what she will do, will not remember the child will not remember the father when the father had passed on to glory, or will not remember any of the parents when he passed on, and won't that memory will forever stick with her, and she's going to pass on that same value to her own children. Her children will pass it on, so it becomes a ripple effect. From there we start growing and grooming a generation of people with values. So what am I saying? I'm saying, if you're a father, you're expecting father, or you have children, but maybe because you're busy, you've not had time to do that, why don't you take out time? I've had some fathers who they use their social media platform to promote their children's business. You can start with that. Yours might be you just want to be involved in the coaching, in the mentoring. Yours might be you just want to have a feedback of the day-to-day activity, to be able to show that, oh, you are interested in what this child is doing. Above all, it's all about creating memory for those children, so that when you are gone, because money comes and goes, but memory will forever live with the children. Memory of the value that you have passed on to them. Memory of you being leading by example, and setting principle by example. Memory of what, aside what you have done for them, but you getting involved and believing in them. It stays with them. That memory, no one can take it from them. It stays with them forever. So if you're a father, or you're a father to be, I'm dedicating this platform, this channel to you, that be the cheerleader of your children. Whatever if they're in business, be their cheerleader. Stop leaving it to the women. That's the bottom line of this conversation. The women have been doing it for years, and they are still doing it. We as men, let's start coming up and getting more involved with our children. Aside providing the money, let's start getting involved in the nitty-gritty, because raising children is beyond the money. There are processes that makes up a child, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And every father should also be getting involved spiritually with the grooming of their children. That's a story for another day. So I encourage you, men. I know you can do it. You can find time to do it. It's not at the amount of time, but it's the desire to do it, and there will always be a way. God will make a way for you. I love you with the love of God. Give me your feedback if you have started doing it, and let's know what you're doing. Let's share and make this go viral. Let's like, and let's hit the notification button for updates, and I will see you in my next video. Let's each one teach one, and let's make Africa a great place to live. Love you.